Hi everyone, it's Izzy with CavyCompanions here, and I have Millie out with me on just this pink towel on this big chair. So yeah, here she is. Say hi. Say hi. So anyways, we're going to do a video today that's all about fostering. Please don't do that. You have to be good or I'm going to put you back. You don't have to be out here. So yeah, it's going to be all about fostering because I've been getting a lot of questions on previous videos about what is fostering, how do you start fostering, that's a big question, how do you become a foster volunteer, that's really cute, and also other questions about fostering, so I thought it would be a good video to make, so we're going to do that today, and let's just start off by talking about what fostering is. So basically fostering is opening up your house, your money, your resources, your love, your care, your everything almost, to help an animal in need that is waiting for their forever home. They have not yet been adopted, but they are in waiting to be. They are adoptable. So, yeah, they're just waiting for their forever home, but they need a place to stay and get used to being in a house before they are able to go to a forever home. So, yeah, that's basically what fostering is. So let's start off with how to start fostering. That's the biggest question that I get. So I'll explain what you should start off with doing and how a lot of different what a lot of different rescue processes are, and also what my experience was, how I started to foster guinea pigs, and I might also talk a little bit about fostering the pit bull puppies, but not as much, more about fostering guinea pigs because that seems to be a bigger topic since my channel is a guinea pig channel. So anyways, Millie, did you really have to poop in there? And so my recommendation to you guys, if you are interested in fostering, is to search on Google for your local humane society, your local small animal rescue, local guinea pig rescue. Just search like guinea pig rescue and then your city, and there should be a rescue or some type of rescue in your area that will have guinea pigs. The Humane Society often has guinea pigs, as well as the county shelter sometimes gets guinea pigs in. So I know that they all need foster homes because there are not that many guinea pig fosters out there. So that's what I would do first, is try to find a rescue and just going on Google and searching you should find one, or you might already know of one in your area, so you can just go to their website. If they don't have a website, which they all should, but if they happen to not, but you still know about them and you knew they were going to an event, or if you knew their phone number, call them, ask them how you can start to foster. I'm sure they'll hook you up with all the information, emails, applications, all of that good stuff to start fostering. So yeah, just find out what rescue you want to volunteer for, and then my next recommendation would be to email or call the volunteer coordinator of that rescue. Usually on rescue websites, they will have like contact us or how to become a volunteer pages, and it will say somebody to call if you are interested, or email in that case, if you are interested in becoming a volunteer and or foster. So yeah, sometimes there's different applications or people to email, whether you're interested in just volunteering, just fostering, or both. So you might just want to like do a little research and see which one would fit in your desire. So yeah, second step is to email or call the volunteer coordinator of the rescue. Then usually they will call you back or email you back about how the process will work. Some rescues do interviews just over the phone or at a coffee shop or just like a common neutral meeting place. Some, once you do that, some might do a home check, or they might do a home check and an interview at the same time. So yeah, that's what a lot of rescues do, is they do an interview and then a home check. And then some will do a trial period. If you are new, they'll have you come to a few events, help out with some like outside of events, like just helping the lead volunteers that have like the most animals, helping them clean, helping them hold guinea pigs, helping them socialize, just all sorts of stuff like that. So they'll have a little trial period to see how you see how you talk to adopters, definitely see how you are with the animals, because some people just want to become a volunteer just because like they can, and because it might help like for teenagers. I know a lot of kids do it just because they get volunteer hours, not technically because they want to. So they just want to see how they are with guinea pigs and other animals like that. So then after your trial period, usually you'll be able to foster, which is really exciting. And sometimes you have a foster trial period, like how do you do with your first foster? Um, if they give you kind of a crazy guinea pig at first, is it better when that you bring it back the next week? Like, have you been holding your guinea pig? Have you been taming it? Um, so yeah, they'll just kind of be checking that out. And then after a couple of times, you'll be all in and all into the little family, volunteer family. So that's kind of how most rescues do it. You should start off by finding a rescue that you would like to volunteer or foster for, then emailing or calling the volunteer coordinator to see, to let them know that you're interested in becoming a volunteer and or foster. Then they should do an interview and or a home check as well, and then you will go on to a trial period. And then you will become a foster and or volunteer. So it's really fun. That's pretty much the process that I had with becoming a volunteer for the small animal rescue that I volunteer with now. I emailed the volunteer coordinator of the rescue, and we set up a meeting spot for. We met at a coffee shop like Starbucks. Hi, Millie. And I brought my resume, and she just asked me questions about like what I know about guinea pigs, why I want to become a volunteer, how I will help, am I willing to foster, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the interview part. And then I went to a couple adoption events as my trial period just to see how I did. And then after 2 or 3 events, I was able to foster, and I had my first foster. Her name was Clarita. She was very cute, and she was adopted within a week. So then once you become a volunteer and you have a foster, so now fostering, let's get into like all the stuff about that. So there is a commitment to fostering. Like I just mentioned, Clarita, my first foster, only took a week for her to get into a home, into her forever home. So that was really great. With guinea pigs, usually they seem to go a little faster than a dog or cat would, because more people can provide housing for small animals because they don't live as long, they don't need as much space or care as a dog or cat would. So yeah, but there is a commitment because you can have fosters for a very long time depending on their temperament, their age, anything. So you have to be willing to commit to caring for and fostering a guinea pig for as long as it takes until they find their forever home. Sometimes things will come up and you won't be able to foster anymore. Just give your volunteer coordinator or somebody, a lead volunteer, a heads up that you might have to bring your guinea pig back, your foster guinea pig back, because you have too much schoolwork, you have too much stuff going on, your work is just crazy if you're an adult, just stuff like that. If there's any personal issues that make you unable to foster, and while you're fostering, just let them know. They'll gladly take the guinea pig back until you're able to foster again. So yeah, it would be best to wait until your current foster finds a home before you just say, oh, well, I'm too busy. Can you please take this guinea pig until I'm free again? Of course, they'll understand if you're busy, but it's better if you take that break for yourself during a break between fosters. Okay, so now I'll talk about what is provided for foster homes for guinea pigs. So rescues usually will offer to provide cages, hay, bedding, food, everything basically except for veggies, because they can't really give you veggies every week. But so yeah, they'll basically provide you everything. And then yeah, I would suggest maybe taking them up on the cage offer if you don't have enough space in your cage. Like my cage, it's so big that I can split because I only have a single guinea pig, and I usually only foster a single guinea pig. If you don't have your own cage or you can split your cage, I would take up their offer on them providing you with a cage. Usually it's a pet store cage, it can only be temporary. I mean, if you do want to build like if you know you're going to foster for a long time, I would suggest building a CNC cage just for fosters, or making your guinea pig's cage big enough to split it so you can have fosters and your own personal guinea pigs in the same big cage, just divided. Um, but they will provide a cage if needed, as well as all the other things that I said. The only thing with taking rescues up on their offer of providing stuff is that then they are losing their supplies for their like hundreds of guinea pigs that are at their house already. So I would suggest that if you would really like to help the rescue and sort of donate to the rescue, is to provide all those things on your own, not owns. Especially if you have your own guinea pigs, you already have hay, you already have pellets. I mean, you already have bedding, you should have a water bottle, an extra water bottle, and food dish, and all that stuff. So your rescue shouldn't need to provide it for you. Now, I understand as if like your first foster, you want them to provide all of those things for you. That's totally understandable. But after that, I would suggest that you guys would provide everything on your own. That's what I do. Sometimes, no, I don't really. No, I haven't really taken any of the things that they have offered, just because I want them to use it for their own guinea pigs that they have at home, since I don't have as many as they do and they need it a lot more than I do. And I can provide since I have everything for Millie, it's just easier to, so then I already have everything for a foster. I just need to buy like extra water bottles and food dishes and stuff like that, but that's very inexpensive, and it's always good to have extra of water bottles and food dishes around anyways, even without having a foster. So yeah, I have like 5 water bottles and then 2 food dishes. And food dishes, you can use any ceramic dish from your house. So if you're ever in a pickle and you don't have another one, you can just use a little dish from your house. That's really cute, Millie, but you're not facing the camera. So yeah, those are some things that are provided, and my opinion and recommendation for you guys on whether you should take the things provided or provide them on your own. So yeah, then a really good question that I didn't even really think about addressing is it hard to say goodbye to fosters? Well, that was always something that my parents thought I was going to have a really, really hard time with, and that's why they didn't really like the idea of me fostering, as well as they didn't really want that many more animals in the house, but they also knew it was going to be really hard for me to say goodbye, and they didn't want me like being heartbroken every single time that a guinea pig got a forever home and left the house. So that's completely understandable. I have become, like, personal experiences, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was to say goodbye. I mean, it was still hard, and especially with my first foster, Clarita, it was hard to say goodbye because it was like my first foster, and it was like sad to see her go. But it's also a really good feeling to know that you helped that guinea pig get their forever home. You made that guinea pig very likable because they're now tame, because you've had it and been taking care of it. So it makes you feel better. So while you may be sad, it's also a very good feeling. What I always try to remember is that now that guinea pig, my foster, has a forever home, and now my cage and my resources are available to take in another guinea pig that needs not a forever home, a foster home. And so I can tame that guinea pig and get that one ready. Unless that one goes, I can take another one. So you just have to think on the bright side. Don't think about like that you're never going to see the guinea pig again, because that's not true. You could always see it again. And also think about the guinea pig that needs you more now. Like your old foster has a home now, but the next foster doesn't, and it needs one. So always think about that. That's what kind of helps me get through the kind of tough, iffy phase where you're still kind of sad that they're gone, but you're happy that you have a new foster. So yeah, I've definitely been more attached to some fosters more than others. Let me focus this. Sorry, it's gonna make a noise. I've been really attached to, I would say, 3 different fosters. I was very attached to a foster named Misty. She was very, very cute, and my mom really liked her, and she kind of acted like Millie, so she would never get along with her. But she was very She had a very large personality. She was really, really adorable. She was just a great guinea pig. And I really was sad to see her go, but then I got a new foster, so it was okay. And I knew that that one needed help. Then I was very attached to the two little babies, Paige and Piper, that are in some of my later videos, the two little baby pigs. I was very attached to them. That was probably the hardest guinea pigs I've had to say goodbye to. I don't know why. It's just like some you become more attached to than others. It's not because I had them longer. It's just like their personality fit with like my little guinea pig world. So it was hard to say goodbye to them, but they have a great home and they have a big cage, and I'm sure they're being loved right now. Then the last foster that was really hard to say goodbye to was Burleois, who was in my videos too. He was actually my last foster, which is kind of weird to think about. My most recent foster. He just was really sweet and he really fit in, and the moment I saw him it just like clicked, like love at first sight pretty much. So it was hard to say goodbye to him, and I tried him with Millie, and also the director of the rescue tried them together, and they just really didn't get along. Well, Millie really didn't get along with him. So it was really sad, but you just have to think on the bright side and just remember that they need a home, and now that that one has been adopted, you have room for another one that needs your help. So that's kind of what my little philosophy is on all that. It is hard, but it's not like you're gonna be depressed for weeks and weeks if your guinea pigs are adopted, if your foster guinea pigs are adopted. I mean, if I had to give Millie up for adoption, oh, I would be depressed. But that's because like she's my guinea pig. Um, so yeah, um, that's pretty much it. That's all about fostering, how to become a foster, what it is, what's provided when you become a foster, the commitment that you have to make, and also that moment when you have to say goodbye when they find their forever home. So I hope that helped you guys, and I hope a lot of you guys that are able to go out there and become a volunteer and a foster, because there are such a high need. All the shelters are so desperate for fosters, guinea pig rescues and dog rescues and cat rescues for that matter. So yeah, please, 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 if you are able to financially, your resources are able to, your space, you have enough space, please consider fostering. Also, even if you don't have guinea pigs and your parents won't let you adopt some, maybe they'll let you foster some. So, I mean, always try it out. It would be really helpful. And so, yeah, there's Millie sleep. Oh, woke her up. Just kidding. Sorry. Um, so yeah, that's just kind of all about fostering. Yay. So I hope that helped you guys, and I hope you had a really great Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.